Hello everyone. I'm coming to you from the laundromat because they are talking about us going back into a lockdown, and the announcement is about to happen. It's almost 12 o'clock and the Prime Minister is supposed to come on live at noon to make the announcement, which is highly unusual. Usually it's a press conference. It's not pre-recorded, but it's not in the sense like where there's questions, like this, there's going to be questions. So I haven't done laundry in a while, and I knew I needed to do it this weekend. So I thought I better come to the laundromat and do laundry before they lock us down. I'm still gonna try to come and do laundry during lockdown. I didn't during the first one, and it was like a huge chore to hand wash all my clothes all the time, particularly like sheets and towels, because they take days to dry. So I'm here at the laundromat in the middle of the day, which I never do. I usually only come here at night. But I got up early and worked so that I could come and do this in the middle of the day. So this is what it looks like. When I got here, there was one other person doing laundry. They finished, so it's just me. So I can actually sit inside and not have to stand outside. Technically, 2 people are allowed to be in here at a time. So if someone else comes in, then I'll probably go outside, even though it'll be it'll be the 2 people, but it's just, why take the chance, right? Oh, and that's my laundry, spinning away over there. So once the announcements have been translated into English, I'll come back on and explain what they are. It could be that by the time you see this, they've changed again. So if they have, I'll come back and do another update. Anyway. The crazy world we're living in, and we still don't know the results of the US election as of right now, and it is now Thursday. The election was Tuesday. I think I can only remember that happening one other time, and that was I think it was the 2000 and I can't remember now which election that was, but it was the one with Al Gore. So it's a crazy 2020 cannot end soon enough, to be honest with you. You know, I don't want anything bad to happen, but it just needs to go faster. Hello, editing Tiffany here. I realized I never came on and told everyone what the new restrictions are, and it's still kind of confusing because we keep getting changes. But okay, so we're back in lockdown, basically meaning we can't leave the house except for 6 reasons. Go to the grocery store, go to the doctor, go to the pharmacy, take your kids to school if they're young enough to be in school. It's all like elementary school kids that are still going to school. So high school, university, they're all staying home. If you need to go to work, obviously, or if you're going to the airport because you have a flight, that's fine. You can go out for a walk, to exercise, or take your dog for a walk. That's pretty much it. They're really encouraging everyone to work from home if possible. And all the retail stores are closed. We have to send a text again. And it's kind of the same list as it was in the spring. Bars and restaurants can only be open for delivery and takeaway. Let's see. Oh, we're under a curfew. We were under a curfew before, but it's more strict now. It's from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And there's been some confusion about that. Like when they announced the lockdown, my understanding is that there was a curfew, but then yesterday they announced that we would be having the curfew starting tomorrow. So it's really, I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I wasn't going out at night anyway. So that's kind of what's going on. They are being a little bit more strict this time in terms of like how far you can go out of your area and what you can do when you're exercising. So I'm not really walking as far as I was in the first lockdown. And since I haven't been super well, I don't really feel up to climbing the hill yet. So I don't know if my videos will be walking around Athens much anymore, at least until this is over. So I have a few other ideas of things that I'm going to do for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy. If for some reason you are not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe now. I haven't asked people to do this in a while, and I was looking at my stats, and actually a lot of people are watching that aren't subscribed. So I appreciate you watching, but it'd be great if you could subscribe. Anyway, that's sort of my edit, and I'll take you back to the rest of the video. Everybody, it is Friday, last day before our new lockdown begins. It's supposed to last for 3 weeks, but you know, in the spring they would say it was coming and then end on a certain date, and then it would get extended. So I have an appointment in a little bit, so I'm walking down to that. I'm also gonna do some shopping. I desperately need another pair of winter shoes, and since all the retail stores are gonna close tomorrow, I kind of need to get to it. I'm not sure if I'll find anything, but at least I'll have given it a shot. And man, there's traffic today. Some of it has to do with the fact that the street market's happening on my street. But I don't think I've ever seen traffic this much on my street like that. Anyway. So it's a little bit chilly today. I have on several layers of clothes, and I almost went back into my house and put a coat on, but then I thought that I would be too hot with a coat. So, and now that I'm walking, it definitely would have been too hot. But everybody is all bundled up and everything because it's chilly. There's a breeze. It tried to rain earlier, so, and there's traffic everywhere. I guess everybody's desperate to go out one more time. So I'm in the big department store, Attica, and they already have their Christmas decorations up. I almost bought some yesterday, but I decided against it. But maybe I should. Oh, look at the cute Santa! I finished my meeting and I'm slowly walking home, enjoying being outside, unrestricted. I've done a little bit of shopping and trying to enjoy freedom. And it is the last Friday, and I think that means there's lots of traffic. Everybody's out. I was in the department store earlier and it was pretty busy for a Friday afternoon, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't come out during the day much. And now I'm stuck behind a garbage truck. Anyway, what this person is doing. Craziness. Crazy traffic. Of course, all the bars and restaurants have been closed for a couple of days now, maybe a week now, I can't remember. So no one's really out eating or doing anything. We're just out walking around and getting coffees, enjoying the little bit of freedom we have left. Well, I am home for Friday night, and usually if bars and restaurants had still been open, I would have gone out one more time, but since they're closed, really don't see the point in being outside just for the sake of being outside, as we can be outside during the day, and I'm really tired. I had a meeting at 2:30, and it was pretty much an all-afternoon thing, and I've done a little bit of shopping for things that I think I might want during this second lockdown. I bought another book. And I enjoyed being out. Like, the weather is cool. It's turned kind of fall-like, but I'm tired now. I mean, my meeting required me to have my laptop, so I've been dragging my laptop around with me all afternoon. So, you know, that's an extra couple of pounds that I'm carrying around. So I'm gonna watch a movie and maybe make some dinner later, and I don't know, just sort of mentally prepare myself to be in this second lockdown. I really think that Greece is going to do everything they can to make it only last the 3 weeks, because I know that they're really concerned about the economy, and you know, Christmas is coming, so shops need to be open, and people are going to want to go home for Christmas because they didn't go home at Easter, and they haven't probably been home. I know some people opted not to go home in the summer, so they didn't expose their elderly family members. So, you know, like, people are starting to they're tired. And I totally get it. I'm tired too, but of course I feel like we have to do everything that we can do. So I have spent my money that I have. Hopefully it helps. The shops that I spent money at today, I don't have a lot, so I did what I could. And I'm gonna try to enjoy the lockdown. Hello everybody. So it's day 2 of lockdown, the second one. Didn't really do much yesterday. Just trying to rest up. I'm still trying to be cautious about being sick, and haven't been sleeping so well. But I'm very happy with the positive news from the US. But I thought I'd get out a little bit today. It's Sunday, so it's quiet anyway, but what I have noticed so far, and I haven't walked far, what I've noticed is more people are out than they were in the first lockdown. Gonna go see if my cats are around. I haven't really been checking on them a lot, but I am going to go do that today and then go home and relax. Here they are. Here's Charlie desperately trying to get at a treat. And this is Maggie. Maggie usually never lets me pet her, but today she came right over and let me pet her. She never takes treats though. And they're all putting on their winter weight. You know, in the summer, they're very skinny and kind of sad looking, but that's because it's so hot. But they both look really fat and fluffy, so that's good. They're so sweet for Greek strays. They've been sterilized though, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Isn't Maggie pretty? Okay, I think now I will go home. You know, it's Sunday, and since everything is closed anyway, there isn't a lot to do. And just like in the spring, you can't really sit outside. Like, you have to just keep moving, which is fine. I definitely need the exercise. I'm hoping to work my way back up to walking as much as I did in the spring. I didn't in the summer because it was just too hot, and then literally like the week before I got sick, I had started to do some more walking, and I had a plan, and I actually had done some yoga, and then I got sick and everything just went to hell. So but it's going to take me a while, I think, to get back to that point because I was sick. You know, when you don't do anything for 2 weeks, what little stamina I had is gone. So, back to my apartment. Alright, I'm going for a walk. You almost can't see my face. Okay, you can see my forehead, that's it. Anyway, we're on day 3 now. So far, so good, but of course I'm more prepared for it this time. So I'm fine, and I'm super busy with work. But I am going to walk down to Kolonaki Square and see what it looks like this time around. So, all of these are closed, as they are supposed to be, although your sign says they're still open, but they're not. But they may still be doing delivery and takeaway. I don't know if they did last time or not, I can't remember. I might actually have to go look at my own video and see. So you can see it's a little bit busier down here, but down here it's not. Empty, usually very full. Although I will say that it never felt like it went back to completely normal down here in Kolonaki Square. But I do enjoy the quiet of lockdown. I enjoy less traffic it makes. And of course, right as I say that, someone honks. But I enjoy the quiet that lockdown brings. And I plan on hopefully being super productive. I wasn't this weekend. I kind of gave myself the weekend off to enjoy and do nothing. I'm going to try to get most of my work done during the week, even if that means I have to work late because, well, what else do I have to do? Super sunny. Not by me, it's not, because of the trees, and it's chilly up there, and here it's nice and warm. And now I'm going to walk back up the other side of the street. I'm not going to go very far. like I said previously, really trying to work up my stamina, so slow but steady wins the race, right? I feel really bad for this shoe store. They just opened and then they had to close, so not good for business for them. This is another pharmacy that's amazing. It's huge. And they even have shoes, but as you can see, it's quite large. Oh, the fabulous antique car. An MG. I see these a lot, not MGs, I see a lot of antique cars in Athens in my neighborhood, and I love it.